So after a lovely drive through and down to the Scottish borders, we've arrived at Grey Mare's Tail. It's a nature reserve, and there's a loch that's just behind there. And at the end of the loch there's a waterfall. And as you know, I like taking photographs of waterfalls. So I spotted it. I actually saw it in my Twitter feed. I get quite a lot of inspiration through Twitter. It's just the way it kind of feeds through. You see all these pictures, and it's quite an easy way just to kind of catch your eye. And this was one of them. The loch itself, and with further investigation, the waterfall. But as you can see, the weather is just not nice. It's supposed to be clearing up. It says in the weather forecast that it's clearing up, but it doesn't look very promising. So I think what we'll do, I'm going to have a drive into Moffat, give it another hour or so and see if it does clear up, and grab a coffee, maybe readjust plans from there, maybe continue on to somewhere else, or maybe by then it's started to clear up. I don't need beautiful weather, just dry weather. It's not exactly torrential rain, but when you're taking photographs, obviously the lens is susceptible to all this kind of moisture, and the rain makes its mark, and especially when you're using filters, and I use a lot of filters, especially to get the balance and shot. And waterfalls, when we have long exposures, putting my 10-stop Lee big stopper on there, you just can't do it when the weather's like this. You're just constantly having to wipe it. Obviously the longer exposure, the longer it's open to the elements, and it's an absolute headache, and it's just not an option at the moment. So we'll drive to Moffat, grab a coffee, reassess, have a look at the weather, see if it's going to improve, and possibly come back or possibly go further afield. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, over 3 hours later, after a trip over to the west coast in Dumfries and Galloway, I came back the same way to see how the weather was doing at Grey Mare's Tail. And I'm glad to report it was worth a return visit because it's cleared up. Well, it's not raining. So we're heading up to the waterfall. I think it says at the start of the trail there, it's the 5th highest waterfall in the UK. So that'll be pretty nice to see. With all the rain we've had, hopefully it'll be pretty thunderous coming over the top. But as you can see, it's a really wild place. So we'll see, as I said, I've never been here before, but I actually see the waterfall already. It's huge. So when we get there, I'll have a wee look around, try and get a composition that works well, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So unfortunately we've come to a bit of a dead end, unstable path and all that with the rain, but that's not to worry. Found myself quite a nice composition right in the edge of this, which is capturing that tree as well. A kind of a gnarly looking dead tree that's just above the water there, and the backdrop is obviously the waterfall. Grey Mare's Tail, success. Was it worth a whole day driving around waiting for the rain to stop? Probably for a return visit. Now I know what the scene's like, what it has to offer, and probably when it would be a great time to go. Because this was really just in a bit of a quick decision after seeing that feed on Twitter I was talking about earlier. So it's always good to do a bit of a recce, but that was well worth just having a go at taking some shots as well. I think the higher path wouldn't be as good a view, but at least you could get a wee bit closer, and it might open up a lot more possibilities there as well. But the weather was getting in, the time's getting on a wee bit, and it was kind of fighting the elements a wee bit there. So head home, have a look at what the images are like, and hopefully get some good ones. But as I said, I think a return journey. There's also a lock up there, Loch Skene, I think it's called, which is where the waterfall flows from, and apparently that's really, really nice as well. On a still day, it might even be worth taking the tent up there and camping overnight and doing some late evening and early morning shots if it clears up out there. There's no hills or mountains in the way to stop the sunset or sunrise happening. So another option might be worth spending a good couple of days just around this area, and it might be fantastic in the winter time as well. It gets snow because we're quite high up here. Hope you enjoyed it. Apologies, it's been such a long time since I've uploaded a video. Just been conflicts of other work, time, weather, just not lining up correctly. So finally it was good just to get out, just to get the camera out and take some photos. As I said, a recce mission, if anything, for future visits. So if you do enjoy, like and subscribe, much appreciated. Share as well. Any questions, any queries about how I'm doing things, any suggestions, any ideas of where to go and shoot new places around about in Scotland, add some comments below and I shall read them and take them on board. So thanks for watching, take care, catch you all later.